Looks like it's time. Let's go. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just figuring out what all we're making. I definitely planned this very well before now. I've got a couple of things that I know we're gonna do, and then I'm figuring out like colors for the last couple things here. While I clean off my dish here, it has all sorts of resin on it, which makes it not flat, and I need it flat so that I can put my other resin on it. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now there's not giant clunks. Clunks is not the word I was looking for. I guess it kind of gets the point across. Not clumps either, but chunks. There we go. I was going between clumps and chunks. All right. So I've got a couple things I want to get done today. I've got a couple things that, like, I just need to finish up. I have a pond-themed Jumbo D10 with cat hair in the lid, apparently. I need to get that finished up. I have a D2 that I need to remake. The colors are good, it just, the design isn't quite right. So we're going to try and get the black part done on that. And then, let's see, what else is on my list? I was hoping to get some necklaces with little mushrooms in them made. Let me see if I have some little mushrooms. Let me put it on my to-do list. Let me see if I have, oh, I have a couple of these mushrooms. I've got a couple of these mushrooms too, it looks like. And then I could do some of this. It was these last ones that I wasn't sure about. But I think I just found some of the things. Alright. I need to make some more mushrooms, it's looking like. Looks like I need to make some more mushrooms. Some of these are just kind of the wrong color. Alright. Yeah, I'm just thinking here. Yeah, alright. We'll get a couple of these made. Don't there. We'll get like 4 made maybe. That seems like a good number for those to get made. Alright. So that's one of the things I want to get done. Let me just grab my molds for that I have stacked off to the side here. I kind of have one of those that's in the process of being done anyways. I just need to add the thing to the top, and that's for part of a commission. All right, let's see here. There's a hair there, and I think it's mine. It's not even cat hair this time. All right, got those, and then I should have enough resin, I think. Just 5, 10. 15. Yeah, I should have enough resin for like a couple of 8-piece sets of dice. And then maybe a set of like fate dice for D6s. For the 8-piece sets of dice, I made these little skulls a while back. I made these skulls. And so I'm thinking it might be fun to finally use these. Put them into some dice, and then I kind of want to do a dirty pour of some kind, where I put all the colors into one cup and then pour that in. I mean, I'm tempted to do weird fleshy colors just to make a really weird set of dice, but we're past Halloween at this point, so I don't know, maybe I'm a little out of season for that. But we could do, let's see, what colors do I want to do? Maybe I will do something that's like, you know, I did a set before for a commission that was clear resin with gold flakes in it, and then it had like pink and green swirls on top, and that turned out really pretty. So maybe I'll do something again where it's clear resin with some sort of something in it with ink over the top, because I feel like that turned out really well. I just need to figure out what colors I want to do. Like the pink and green was pretty. I don't want to just copy that though. I could try and do like purple and orange. Oh, I have a set of purple and orange dice in the shop right now. A couple green options. The pink and green's kind of nice because they're opposite on the color wheel, and so you got to be careful when you do that because you could make brown, but at the same time, if you have two colors that are opposite of each other, they will feel very bold and bright, usually. Like, it'll make them both pop more. But let's see here. What about like a teal and a yellow? Maybe like a teal and a yellow, that might be kind of pretty. What about like a teal and a yellow? Oh, wait. Maybe we could do like a Starry Night type thing. I think we could do like a Starry Night type thing where we do like a teal and a yellow and like a darker blue. Just trying to find. Or even just like maybe not a teal even. I think I like that actually better. That is teal, so it's a little less green. Maybe do those sort of colors with like over resin that has like gold glitter in it, and go for kind of a Starry Night sort of thing. Gold glitter and gold flake maybe, like just all the gold. That might be kind of cool. I mean, I could also do, well, I kind of like the yellow though. All right, I think let's try that. Let's try doing sort of a Starry Night sort of thing. So I will need, let's see. Oh, that's not the yellow that I want. What yellow do I want? I'm gonna want white ink, I think, to go with these. There's the teal. There's the blueberry. And which yellow do I want? I'm trying to pick, so like these ones are resin pigments, they're not alcohol inks, so they're not really gonna work for what I want. I want the alcohol inks because they won't affect the curing at all if there's some on the surface. So it's kind of between these two, I think. I've got another yellow alcohol ink in here somewhere, but I kind of like both of those. I don't know, where am I? I've got that one. This is just, this is always the stuff where I feel awkward on streams, where I'm just like, I don't know which one I want to pick, and then I just sit here waffling for a long time. I'm thinking the darker one. I think the darker one's going to be a little bit more bold, so we'll go with that. And that's mango. Okay. So there's our color just there. And then I'm thinking we'll do some gold with it. Some of that gold, so gold foil. Let's grab all of the gold foil, a little bit of gold shimmer, and then maybe some gold glitter. Should do some gold glitter too. Oh, I'm gonna pour this one just a little bit thicker. Anyways, I could add all of the different golds. I don't even need to add the yellow necessarily. I don't know. Should I add the yellow at the top? That's the I don't know. Not 100% decided on that. For the skulls, well, here, actually, before I do that, for the pond here, I wanted a leaf to put on top of it. I'm thinking maybe, I think I want a different leaf that I don't have here. I have some, oh, what are they called? Ivy. I have some ivy leaves. I think that would look good. I think some ivy would look good. I have some actual flowers here that, just a second. So I'm doing a replacement die. I originally kind of painted a lily pad, and it just didn't fit thematically because the other dice all had actual plants in them. It just didn't look like it matched really. So I'm trying to find some, actual plants this time. But maybe I could still make it look kind of like a lily pad. That's what I'm thinking here. Maybe I could still kind of make it look like a lily pad. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Kind of looking for a full leaf, but that's okay. Maybe I could add a little bit of the. Let me just look at this. So. There's a leaf for it, and then I have like some little like purpley flower bits, and I'm wondering if I could almost like make a little flower to go with it. So like here's the original flower that's just too big. That'd be too big for the die because it's just kind of going on top, but I could maybe take some of the little petals here. Oh, I hear a kitty cat outside my door. She sounds sad that I'm in here and she's not. But she's not coming in. But maybe I could take some of these little petals and just kind of like glue them together almost. Because I've got like UV resin I could do. We'll try making a little flower. Depending on how it turns out, we'll see if I add it or not. But I feel like it'd be kind of cute if I did. Alright, so let me put this away. Just get it out of my way. Okay, so we've got. Let me put these up. Okay. We've got our Starry Night one. I need to grab a mold for it, but we've got our Starry Night colors figured out. We've got our pond die. This one needs a little thingy. That's very descriptive right now. And a little like pin here to attach. I'm going to tack it on with a little bit of glue, and then I'll put resin on top to actually hold it in place so that I can actually turn it into a keychain. And we're just going to do that with a little bit of Elmer's glue. A little bit of Elmer's glue. It's a quiet morning. Well, it's quiet afternoon, I guess. Maybe I should do the skull ones on a Wednesday night. I don't know that it matters, but I feel like that's one that people might be interested to see. There's usually more people here on Wednesday than there is on Saturday. Probably doesn't help that I've been moving my Saturday schedule around recently. Okay, got that. This one, we're just going to do the black part. I'm going to try and do it a little bit more sparingly this time and kind of in lines almost. But I do want my nice opaque black pigment for that. Right. Do I want to do the skulls or do I want to do a different dirty pour? Let me see here. Let's see what skulls we got. The thing with the skulls is I'm not sure what I want to put with them yet. I don't know if I want to do exactly the same like design as you know, how I've done a set of skull ones in the past. Let's see here. I'm just making sure that I have enough. one of these, that one. This one had horns on it, and I could see where they were. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7. And then 8. I think we could maybe fit one of the smallest ones onto the into the D2. So I mean, we could do that. Could do that. Okay. So we have enough skulls. So the last set that I did with skulls was for a commission, and it had like red and black with it, which is nice. Like, it was kind of nice and like, not simple, but I guess simple works. Like, it didn't detract from the skulls, and I kind of like that. And I thought the red matched well. So I'm tempted to do that again, but I don't know if I want to just straight up copy. Oh, excuse me. Straight up copy the design that I had before. I washed my hair last night. Now I'm shedding. It's not even going to be cat hair in my dice this time. It's going to be me hair. Yes, maybe we will do red and black just because it looked good. So like, might as well, right? You know, if it ain't broke. Oh, I need to silence my phone. Apparently, I also have a cookie. I could always do something like purple. Like, that purple would probably be pretty. No, let's just do red and black. I like the red and black. Oh, but the purple could be pretty, guys. Here's the thing. I feel like the red and black is more universal. I could do purple and black, though. That'd be cool. Oh, I'm gonna do purple and black. I really like this purple. I think it'd look really cool. Where is purple? And it's kind of like a reddish. It's very like wine sort of color. Let's do that and black. Excellent. And a little bit of shimmer, I think. A little bit of white shimmer. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. I like that plan. I think that'll look pretty. This is going to be kind of a similar design to what the fate dice were that I made with the skulls. But we're changing the colors up a bit. Sorry, this is going to be kind of loud. And then we might have enough resin for a set of like D6s or fate dice. I might do D6s. I think I need some more D6s. And we'll just pull out some random colors for that. I think I should have enough resin. Okay, let's start getting the molds out that I need so we can get things situated. All right. For the skulls, I think I'll do it with the highest number at the top so that they follow the bottom. That sounds weird. I want the dice to feel, even though they're not weighted, I want them to feel like they're weighted in your favor. Sounds weird. But these are going to sink. The little skulls are. So they are slightly heavier than resin. Not so much that it's going to, you know, cause any problems. But they're going to end up at the bottom of the mold. And so I want it to feel like the heavier thing is at the bottom when you have the highest number at the top. Because it's just going to feel more balanced. And I'd rather look balanced while the highest number's at the top. Because I want the best view of the die to be when the highest number's at the top. I think that explained what I was trying to say. I think that explained it. So I'll get our skulls off to the side. Got our ink. And then I've got, let's see, I've got all of my stuff for my dirty pour, my Starry Night themed dirty pour. For that, I think I want the highest number at the bottom of the mold. And that's because I found with the dirty pours, usually the best looking side is the one that's down, or maybe, I guess, the worst looking side is the one that's up. So I want the best looking side to be the one that, I want the best looking side to be the highest number again. I used to do it the other direction because I found that the number that's up usually looks the most different. And so I always was kind of figuring that it'd be better to have like the D20 look different. But, you know, at this point it's just like, I think I'd just rather the D20 look the best. So that's why we're going with that. Man, I really need to make some molds. I've kind of put off making molds. I don't know, it's just not the most exciting. Not the most exciting thing to do. Oops. But I definitely need more molds. Oops, where is the, there we go. Okay. Just running through. Oh, and then like I said, we might have a set of D6s. Knock things over. Might do a set of D6s. Yeah, I don't know what we want. Let me just think. 3, 6. So a full set of dice is about 30 milliliters resin. 3, 6. Let's say this takes 5. And then these take like 2.5 milliliters each, and I have 4 of them, so that's going to be 10. So 60, 75, 85, 95. Yeah, we should have enough for this. We should have enough for a set of D6s, because this takes about 15 to 20, so we should have plenty. But the question is, what do I want to do for this? Let me see. Let's see. What D6s do I already have? Oh, I don't have many. You know, I don't have many D6s, so I think we've got some options here. A lot of the D6s that I have currently in my shop are purple, so let's not do purple. We could do green. We could do, well, I have yellow. We could do red. Let's do green, I think. Let's do green. We could do another dirty pour. Well, we could do the green and the pink like I was talking about. I like green and pink. Or maybe we could just do it over the gold, same gold that we're going to do the Starry Night stuff in. Seems like a plan. Let's just do that. Yeah, we'll do green and pink. It's going to be kind of similar to a different set that I've done in the past. So I think it'll look good. I think those colors will be good together. Oh, I'm a little sniffy today. Cool. Cool. So let's start getting things figured out. I think first up, I'm going to put together these mushroom necklaces. Just get them done and out of the way. Get all the little bits of resin in there. I don't need bits of purple resin in there. That doesn't match. This has some little flecks of resin, but they all appear to be clear, so I'm not super worried about that. I'm gonna grab my tweezers. I'm just trying to make sure. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is fine. Okay. So to make these, first I'm going to start with a layer of dirt. It's not actually dirt, it's coffee grounds, but it has, no, my little thing for getting out the coffee grounds. It has a very similar gritty texture and color, so I've just found that it works well. I'm just going to take a little, so you can see, I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of that. Doesn't take very much, and just put it into the bottom of that. I'm going to do that for all of these. Shouldn't take very much. I'm just kind of trying to get a little bit in the very bottom of this thing. This is going to be kind of the base that the mushrooms sit on. Alright, so got that done. Next up is just a little tiny bit of this moss here. I need to get some more of this moss. That's what should be on my to-do list. But a little bit more of this moss here, which is very kind of fine and thin. So it works well for this. Not all the way at the top there. Okay. But this is going to be kind of like the second part of the base that the mushroom sits on. Kind of helps obfuscate the base of the mushroom, and gives it something to kind of hold it in place almost a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Doesn't need to be exactly the same for all of them. And let's get that pressed down, so it's actually in the bottom there. It's kind of stuck on the sides in a couple of these, because it's a big enough piece. I might have actually added a little bit too much to this one, but that's okay. It's not too big of a deal one way or another. And then let's see, what would be easiest to add next? Would it be easiest to add the grass or the mushroom? I don't remember. I think let's add the grass next. Here, I actually set that over here for some reason. Because the grass is just a different kind of moss that I'm going to take some little pieces off of and put upright in here. And let's see, do I usually use, I think I usually use the lighter color, yes. I have two colors here and I just use the lighter color one, because it ends up looking a little bit darker once it's actually in the resin. So I don't want to put something that's so contrasted that it looks wrong. Like I want the focus to be the mushrooms. This is just kind of like a little bonus thing. Just add a little bit of texture in there. So just add a couple pieces of grass in quotes. Oh, I'm like, where'd it go? It's because it's still on my tweezers. Yeah, come on. If it'll work with me. That's the real thing, right? If it'll work with me. There we go. Let's get one more piece. And then the last one. I'm just putting like two, just a couple pieces. It doesn't need to be a lot. I'm just trying to add a little bit of texture, like I said. Don't want it to be the focus. I don't want it to cover up the mushrooms too much. I want to be able to see the mushrooms. There we go. There's all of that. And that should be everything I need from... I did it again. I dropped my thingy. Okay. That should be all I need from that. Let's get our little mushrooms placed in there. So we've got our little singular tall boy. I'll put that into one of these. Doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna pick the one that has a little bit too much moss, because I think it's gonna be the easiest. This mushroom's gonna be the easiest to kind of get into that moss a little bit. There we go. And then let's get these other ones. So I have that one. I have a little red number, and I made all of these out of polymer clay. It's got little flecks on top. Let's get that one in there. So that one's got a mushroom already. And we'll put that in this one and this one. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I enjoy making all the little tiny things out of polymer clay, but boy, do they take time to make. So the skulls I also made out of polymer clay. Come on, sit well in there. Okay, there's that one. Hi there, Robbie. How you doing? Had to highlight it. You're the only one in the chat, but you had to highlight it. It's very important. Very important. But hello, welcome. How you doing? I was putting together a few little mushroom necklaces. Part of it is just because I'm still getting ready. Just like that. I need to blow my nose. It's so sniffy today. Here, just a second. Just a second. Must make it an entrance. Yes, it's true. I would expect nothing less. I would expect nothing less. So you know, it is expected in its unexpectedness. All right, let me get these last few mushrooms in here. Yeah, I'm getting things, last few things just kind of made for the bazaar that I have coming up on the 11th of December. These, because I feel like I could have these done. Didn't have the can prepared. Yeah, fair. You gotta get the gunpowder and like the hard hat, the helmet. You know, it's just a lot of work to get the cannon going. I get you. All right, come on, get in there. All right. So there's those made. I'm thinking that I should coat the skulls. So one of the things that I was planning to make today was dice with little skulls in them that I made. I think I want to coat them in a little bit of UV resin. So the thing with the UV resin is that it can kind of show up a little bit in the dice. Like it just kind of like you can kind of see where it meets the other resin, but at the same time, I kind of want a little bit of a protective barrier around the polymer clay skulls, because I found that if the skulls are right up against the resin, once I start polishing them, they can get kind of worn off a little bit, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look as nice. So I'm just gonna kind of coat them in a little bit of UV resin to help try and protect them a bit. And there's stuff all over this mat. Let's just pick that all up. So what are you up to? Anything fun today? I'm doing this, and then I think I'm gonna go take a nap. Because this is technically my day off. Technically. I don't really take days off. But it's technically just talking to friends. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Usually on Saturdays, I would have people. Usually on Saturdays, I'd have people coming over for dinner. Like, or like, you know, we got weekly game nights set up, like dinner and board games. But my modding is streamed later tonight. Very nice. Who are you modding for? And you know what they're are they playing a game or? I still have no idea. Obviously I have people that are set up as mods on here. I don't know anything about that side of things. Okay. So let's coat our, what is I gonna need? I need my fancy UV resin tools, aka Phasmo. That's one of those games where I'm like, that could be fun to play, like on stream. I'm not a big like scary game. You've been a mod for over 2 years. Nice. I haven't even been streaming that long. Let's see here. What was I gonna say? Oh, Phasmo. Obviously I do arts and crafts too. That's one of those games though that I was thinking it could be fun to do on stream. Even though I don't like scary games. You know how to, yeah. I figure you knew how to do things. I was saying I have no idea how to do things. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I still feel weird, you know, playing games on stream. It still feels like it's just like, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing arts and crafts. People are here for arts and crafts. They're not here for games. What are you doing, Liz? Okay, I'm just trying to coat this thing fairly evenly. Let's get the teeth here. And it just needs to be a little thin bit of resin. It doesn't even need to coat it. I just need the parts that might hit up against the, might be up against the thing to be coated. Let's get a few more of these going. You play games in the chat? Wait, what kind of games? What do you mean? Like with people in the chat while you're watching? Should I be concerned? I am curious now though. Now this UV resin's a little bit old and it's very goopy. That's okay. Just jokes, you know me. I know. I'm not actually concerned. But I don't know, I was thinking about that this morning. So, because I've been kind of slowly maybe transitioning Saturday to be not arts and crafts. And I still feel weird about it. I still feel weird about making Saturday not arts and crafts. Just because it's just like, I don't know, I feel like there's certain expectations that I should be doing arts and crafts, even though it's my stream and everything. But, I don't know, I don't play a lot of video games. I like video games that I can play with other people. So, I know, it's my channel, I can do anything, I know! I still have, like, I don't know that imposter syndrome is the right word, because I know that I'm not, like, I feel like imposter syndrome is, like, thinking that you're like, not a professional at something, even if you are. And, like, I know that I'm not, like a streamer. Read a book for all you care. I've debated that. There's a couple of, that was something that I kind of debated at one point. I also debated doing a stream that was just me doing math. Like, I wasn't sure how to set that up, because at one point, I figured out a algebraic equation for myself to figure out how I wanted to price things. So basically I figured out how much I needed to make and then how much things should cost in comparison to each other. So like my 8-piece sets of dice versus my D6s, and like I figured out just a whole, like, here's how I want things to be related to each other. And then I figured out like how much each thing would need to cost to reach that eventual, like, goal. But I wrote a whole algebraic function for it. It was fun. And I posted like a little snippet of it, I think in the Discord at one point. So it's just like, here's what I did with my afternoon, is I created my own algebraic functions that are just because I wanted to. And someone was just like, man, just watch you doing math. You find your graphing calculator? Man, where's my graphing calculator? I don't know where my graphing calculator is. And it's just like, I mean, I could do algebra, I could do geometry. I'd have to, like, go review how to do calculus again. I don't remember all of the rules for calculus. But it's like, I mean, I guess, technically my degree's in math, so it'd be fitting somehow. That would be a really interesting, actually, that'd be an interesting stream format. You're not doing calculus, though. Yeah. I was just going to say that'd be an interesting stream format that was basically like a tutoring stream where, like, it was just like a stream about geometry and people could hop into chat and ask questions. And you could run through how to do different things. I took AP Calculus in high school. Yeah. What did I don't remember what I did. To be fair, I did running start, so I wasn't at my high school for my senior year. And then I graduated with my AA degree. Still in college for however many years. Didn't really do much, but starting talking about AP classes, it's just like, man, I don't know what lines up exactly. It was your only C you ever got, so that's still good for the hardest math class. Yeah, fair. Don't ask me to do differential equations. Those still baffle me. Yeah, differential equations, it's just like, it's like calculus, but all of the variables are dependent on each other. And so you're just kind of making an estimate. It just gets so confusing. Like, I still don't understand how to do differential equations. Because, like, you can't get an actual answer. You can just get, like, rid of more and more error, basically. You're always going to have, like, a certain margin of error. And then you can, like, run calculations again to get rid of some of that error. I don't know. I don't know. Those problems took like the whole class in 3 to 4 pages. Yeah. I'd have to go review if I wanted to do, anything above calculus or above. Because I don't remember all of the what relates to what type things when you do oh man, we take the derivative or anything. Trig was fun. Oh yeah, Trig was one where I didn't understand it when I first took it, but like I understand it a lot better now. Like, it was baffling to me. To be fair, it's really interesting looking back at some of that stuff, because I remember algebra being baffling to me. Like, I did not understand it at all. And now, I do it for fun. But it's, part of it, I think, and, I ran into this when I took a, what was it? It was fluid mechanics. I took a fluid mechanics class. But, like, I was trying to figure out how things worked and then figure out the formula for them from there, instead of looking at, you liked algebra, you haven't had to do it in years. I feel like geometry and algebra are ones that actually can be useful in everyday life to a certain extent. Especially with art, I use geometry for things. I've used, you know, just to figure out, okay, how big does my canvas need to be if I want to fit this in it. You know, I can do math and stuff. But what was I saying? Oh, the fluid mechanics. No, I was trying to, at the beginning of the class, I was trying to figure out which formulas to use by figuring out, like, what, to try, like, by logicking, like, okay, we're trying to, you know, it's related to this and this and this, so it's got to be this formula, instead of what I finally did by the end of the class, which was to say, okay, what numbers do I have, and what numbers am I looking for, and what formula has all of those numbers in it, which was just made it so much easier. So much easier to just go, okay, I'm not going to try and figure out which formula to use by, you know, figuring out, like, what's the, not setting, but I guess setting works. Like, what is the situation, and instead just go, okay, what do I have, what do I need, what formula has all of those numbers, and that was so much easier. But like algebra now, like word problems, I remember word problems being so confusing. I dribble, yes, we're doing skull dice today. I'm finally doing the skull dice. I'm just coating them in a little bit of UV resin, so that they're a little bit protected, from the outside of the dice. I don't want them to get, you know, sanded down when I sand the dice. So I'm just trying to coat them a little bit, so they got a thin layer on them. And then we're talking about math. We don't have to be talking about math though. I can't remember how we got. Oh, I was talking about how I feel weird doing gaming streams. To be fair, the only gaming that I've done has been Minecraft, which I guess it's kind of a creative game, depending on how you play it. I like that game. I've only started playing it recently, and I like that game. Oh, let's get the cat hair out of here. Don't need that. But I feel weird doing like gaming streams, because I feel like it's like, no, you're an arts and crafts channel, Liz. You're supposed to be doing arts and crafts. But I like doing games that I can play with other people. I'm not a big gamer, but I like doing cooperative stuff or competitive stuff. Because then we were talking about Phasmo, because Robbie's going to be modding for someone who's going to be playing Phasmo later. And I was like, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. All right, let me nuke these. My phone buzzed again. If hen has 5 bananas and human disaster has 12 apples, why do fruits have anything to do with dice? That's like when I first, you know, started trying to figure out word problems. That's what they felt like. That's what they felt like when I first started trying to do word problems. It was just like, I don't know how any of these things are related. But like, now I know how to write down the information that I have, the information that I need, and then like tie everything together. And it's something that's like intuitive now. But when I first started doing word problems, it's just like, this makes no sense. What? I just have a whole bunch of numbers. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all these numbers. Word problems are laughable. Not all word problems are, you know, a train A is moving at 35 miles an hour and is, you know, 50 miles from train B. Not all word problems are like that. Like, sorry, I took a bite of my cookie. You know, I say word problems, but, you know, I go back to, like, the fluid mechanics class that I took, and that was entirely word problems. Like engineering and stuff. Engineering is just word problems. Engineering is applied math, and so, like, you know, you say word problems and you get an image of your head of 57 watermelons, but in reality, word problems is just, how do I relate math to the real world, sort of thing. I'm just flipping all these over so I can get the bottoms, because the bottoms are still sticky. they haven't been next to the light yet. Okay, run that again. Now I'm just reminded of the trolley problem. How long before the train hits me, because I don't know why I'm on the track. Yeah, it's because this guy threw this lever and it diverted the train. Yeah, no. No, I think that the idea of word problems and what people usually think of as word problems are ridiculous. But I do think that it is practical. Word problems are practical, because that's basically what I was doing with my dice. Well, because this is what I was talking about, is I made a whole formula to figure out how I needed to price things, because basically I figured out how the different things I was selling should be priced in comparison to each other, and then I figured out how much I needed to make. And then I went and figured out, how much each individual item needed to be made based on that. And that's a word problem. It's going, oh, hi, hon. Hey, I'm making skull dice. We're also apparently talking about the trolley problem and word problems in mathematics. That's what we're talking about today. I'm just I just coated these skulls in a little bit of UV resin, just because I want to protect them a little bit. Because I found that with the polymer clay, if I have it in the dice and they end up right next to the side of the die, sometimes the polymer clay itself will get worn down a little bit when it's polishing and stuff, and it just kind of. Oh, I guess the title probably gave it away. The title probably gave it away. What we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna set these down once more, and I'm gonna run them one more time. Just make sure that these are out of the range of any sticky bits. I'll run them once more. But who's getting skull? Oh, I'm just making these ones. I liked the ones that I made for you enough that I decided to just make a set of dice with skulls. So these are just going to be going in the store. I was debating doing the same red and black, but I decided I'd want to do something different, so I'm doing purple and black this time. Same design, I'm just doing different colors, and this is going to be part of an 8-piece set of dice instead of a set of fate dice. Yeah, I took Robbie's skull, shrunk it down. It's very empty on the inside. Very empty on the inside. That's a joke. Oh no, my cookie. Pay no attention to my breakfast, which is a chocolate chip cookie and a mug of tea. Purple skull dice? It's going to be kind of a reddish purple color. It's going to be kind of a reddish purple color, and I'm going to do black and the white shimmer still. Just because I think the purple would be pretty. It's going to feel kind of like necromancer mage-ish. I feel like the red and the black feels very like barbarian to me, because it's just like, I took the skull and it's bloody. But like the purple and black, I'm hoping feels kind of like magical, almost. You need to fill your skull, can you pour resin in there? Sure, would you like some like flowers? Maybe a little bit of gold glitter? We can make this work. We can make this work. Alright, let me start putting these back over here. Purple and black skull dice. I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're excited. Actually, let me trim these if they need it. Some of these might need trimmed a little bit. There's a little bit of extra resin on these. Glitter and whatever knickknacks. Yeah. Man, that's probably what I should have actually done today. I got some new resin. you know, this is going to be same old resin. But I got some new resin that I want to try out. And I got the new resin because it has a couple of properties that my current resin doesn't have. And one of the main property that it has that my current resin doesn't have is that it's food safe. But also it is microwave and dishwasher safe. Supposedly. I haven't tried it out yet. I've been meaning to. I should have probably done that today. I should have tried out the new resin. But I want to try it out for a set of coasters to see if it's a little bit more heat resistant than my current resin. Because that's the reason I don't make coasters. Is because, like, I'm using a coaster that I made over here. Like, I'm using a coaster that I made. But the reason that I don't really make coasters, let's see if I can show you on here, is that when I put a hot mug on it, it warps a little bit, and then also it kind of dents a little bit. Let's see if I can show you. Find it. There you go. You can kind of see how it kind of dented there. And so this new resin it wouldn't hold up to boiling water. It will hold up to like 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which I guess and I looked it up, and dishwashers are like 150. So, you know, it makes sense that it would work for that and not boiling water. But I'm wondering if it would work better as coasters. The reason that I was thinking of this is that I've been collecting all sorts of random. I've collected a whole bunch of random junk. And I do mean random junk, like all sorts of like random metal bits and you know, screws and nails and pieces of wire. I'm like a crow, but I've collected all of this random stuff, and I'm like, I could use this in an art project at some point. And I was thinking for some of that stuff, you know, it's a little bit bigger, and you know, some of it's like metal and stuff, so it's weighted, but it might be cool to do in what was I just saying? You're over here pounding because these are D&D. You've already got your skull dice. To be fair, I could make more skull fate dice. I was debating doing that. Just a second. Can I have... just a second. Sorry, I have some random stuff down here. Yeah, so stuff like this. Making some coasters that are like this. Ah! Here's my random... Oh no! Can't have too many skull dice. I mean, valid. Valid. Another one in here? No. Starry will donate some glitter for your skull. That's good. She's got plenty of it, so... but no, I was thinking of making like kind of like not junk, but I guess kind of junk. Oh, wrong person. But coasters that have all sorts of random little bits and bobs in them, kind of like this. I think that'd be fun. Where was I going with this? How did I get here? Oh, yeah, no, you were talking about filling your skull with random bits and bobs. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in there. Well, some of these I can probably actually use for a thing. This is all random stuff. So a lot of this is from... excuse me. A lot of this is random stuff from before I ever had a pressure pot and stuff. Some of this stuff's just ugly too. Some of this stuff is random. Anyways, let me put this away. Oh wait, do I have the, sorry, I've gotten distracted. Here, let me put the skulls over where they need to go, and then I can look through this. This is from before I had Pressure Pop, but one of my first coaster ideas, I really liked them, was like little ponds that have, you know, all sorts of stuff in them. And I kind of like how they were like see-through and stuff. Okay. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for, I made a ring at one point. Yeah, these are from back before I had, oh, this one actually is not bad. That one I could turn into something. Maybe it's not here. It might be my other container, which is stuff that it's not useful to me. I have another, thanks! Oh, this is another experiment. This is another experiment that I tried at one point. It's a beetle wing, and it's filled with flowers. I should do something with this. Anyway, sorry, I've gotten so distracted. But I made a ring at one point with my own blood in it, just because I thought it was, I wanted to try it, see what happened. It was kind of strange. No, I do want to make, yeah, I want to try out the new resin that I got and see if it would work well for the coasters. I also wonder if maybe I could do the coasters with my regular resin and then just do like a little top layer with the new resin. I wonder how those would work together. Don't know. Here, I'm just figuring out what skulls I want where. Here, so here's what I'm doing. I don't actually need this. You like the distracted? Look at this stuff. That's good. That's what you're gonna get here, so I'm glad you enjoy it. I have a whole other, I have all sorts of random things. I have a whole other, no, never mind, that has a thing in it. I have another container down here that's full of stuff that didn't turn out. Yeah, this is my distraction. Look at me, I'm a distraction. Yeah, this is all like random stuff that just didn't turn out. I do actually have a mold for notebook covers. That's something I have a mold for. Let's see, is the ring in here? Oh yeah, here is another little random stuff sort of coaster idea. Yeah, here it is. Actually, I don't know if I can show that. It's not like it's someone bleeding, but there's I tried putting blood in this one. Didn't really work out so well. I mean, it's fair, but you didn't have to say it. All sorts of random stuff. I debated at one point doing like a stream that was like just going through like my miscellaneous dice box. Every once in a while, I like sorting things. You know, I'm not the most organized person, but I like sorting things. And so every once in a while, I will go through my miscellaneous dice box and just like sort through it by color or usually it's by color and then also like which die it is, like the number wise. There's a look into my brain, I guess. Oh, I'm still sniffy today. I'm so sniffy. Let's see here. C4. Let's do that. We'll do that. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah, I want different sizes and numbers in each one. So some of them have 1, some of them have 2, one of them has 3. That seems fine. All right, put this stuff away. And I actually need my UV resin for a different project later today, so I'm not even gonna put that away fully. our skulls figured out. Oh, just a second. Just a second. I'm so snippy today. I don't know why. But my nose is running. Oh, actually, I need the UV resin for one more thing. I forgot. I wanted to see if I can turn these little bits of flour into a new flower. Sounds a little bit strange, maybe. I want to see if I can basically make a little like water lily flower, so that I can add it to this pond dye. Let's see if I can do it. We're gonna try it. It may or may not look good. If it doesn't look good, I'm just gonna not use it, which is fine. I don't need to. But if I can make it work, I'm gonna make it work. Come on, get off. There we go. So my thought here is, I think I'm going to cut these in half. Maybe I'll cut them in half if I can grab them. Not even in half, but like into two pieces. I'm going to take the lighter colored pieces, I'm going to start trying to glue those together, and then I'm going to add the brighter pieces along the outside. I think that seems like a plan. Yes, we're going to do that. I need to stop breathing so heavily towards these because they're trying to fly away. This may just be a wild goose chase, but we might as well try it, right? Doesn't hurt anything to try it. Just takes a little bit of time. Okay. Man, the new resin is one of those things which I just haven't made the time to mess around with it yet. It's like one of those things that's just like tentatively on my to-do list, but it's not actually on my to-do list, so I haven't done it yet. It's one of those things I need to add to my to-do list. I guess I just haven't figured out when to do it, to be honest. Because usually I do resin stuff on Mondays and Wednesdays. I have a schedule. Usually I do resin stuff on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then sometimes Saturdays. I don't know what I want to make. I was just going to make something small. So I don't know that I'll make it on stream. So probably on Monday then. But I have some other stuff that I wanted to get done on Monday because I have some Christmas presents I need to work on. Oh, that reminds me that I have some Christmas presents I need to work on. No, just a second. Okay. No. So I should really put that in my calendar at some point to do that. Let's see if we can make a little flower. Make a little flower here. Okay, I don't think this should take very much resin at all, because I'm just trying to kind of tack things together a little bit. Actually, wait just a second. I'm going to tack this, I think, to here. So what I'm trying to do is going to group some of these little bits together, and then I'm going to put the like pink bits around it as much as possible. If I can actually get them to stick together. They're sticking to my tool. You have Christmas presents to work on. You had intended to start a quilt today, but it didn't happen. Yeah. What is everyone getting you? I guess you're getting a stream for no. What the week is Christmas on this year, actually? What day of the week is Christmas on this year? I don't know. Because the thing is, if it's on one of my normal stream days, I might still stream that day. If it's a Saturday, I won't. Your affection. Ah, come on. Come on, get off. Get off. That's about Saturday is Christmas? Christmas is a Saturday? So maybe I'll stream that day. It'd be later in the day though. My family usually does Christmas stuff in the morning, and then usually it's pretty chill, the rest of the day. So, you know, maybe I'll still stream in the evening. No promises there though. No promises there. Cookies. I feel like hugs falls under affection, right? Right? It works out. Let's see if I can get this. Okie dokie, let's see what I can do here. It still amuses me to make Minecraft villager noises when I'm trying to think. Don't know why it amuses me so much, but it does. Okay, let's add. Oh, I mean, I feel like that's just super affectionate, right? The hug of death. Okay, all right. Oh, fair. Same. I'm not usually a hugger either. Okay, let's see if we can get these to attach. Trying to get these to kind of all circle the little middle bit that I kind of set up. Hug of death, yes. Am I going to burn my finger? It is possible. It is possible I will burn my finger. Ah, this is much easier. I'm just picking it up with the tweezers, running it through a little bit of the, oops. I say that as I drop it. I don't know, yeah, I should figure out, I should really work on, I debated doing that on stream today actually. I posted oh, I guess you're not on my Discord, Helen, but I have a burning fingers. Burning hands, however, is a very useful spell. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do today. I have kind of two projects going on for fun. One of them is, you know, Minecraft stuff. And then the other one is digital painting I've been working on for a while. Helen doesn't have... Oh, you made a Discord? I was going to say, Helen doesn't have a Discord. You haven't been kicked out yet. Just wait. Just wait. You've still got time. But or a digital painting that I've been working on for a while now. I don't know which one I want to work on later today, so I could do either. Okay, let's do this the other direction. Come on, flip over. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's a little bit. Let's add a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know that I like this flower. I don't know that I'm going to use it. I don't know. You guys can see, I'll show you how big of a mess it is once I get it completed. It might work, but I don't know. It's rather messy. Too many apps at once. If you made a Discord and you have it on whatever device you're watching on, you should be able to just click on that link and it will add you to the Discord. Okay, who's been texting me? Well, I'll wait for that to... Ah, it's the group chat. Yeah, I'm not a part of a ton of Discords. I feel like they can be, it's just a lot. Hey, cool. Any neat memes? What do you mean? No, you're BMF. Here's the here's kind of crumply flower thing. It might work. Yeah, I figured. Oh, I see, in the group chat. Let's see, what do we got in the group chat today? It's all sorts of random things in the group chat. Oh. Can I do this without showing who it is from? There we go. Yeah, it's a picture of a charcuterie house. It's not a gingerbread house, it's a charcuterie house. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Yeah, that's what was sent in me. You can tell that we're all in our late 20s, I guess, because we're just like, ooh, charcuterie. That might work. That flower might work. It's a little bit scrunkled. I have no idea what N7 is. Is it a sports thing? Is that a sports thing? Is it a gaming thing? Oh. Yeah, I think you did talk about Garrus on here before. I vaguely remember that. I think you did. Okay, let's see. Oh. Can't be said enough. There's still something funny to me about people, like, I think it's awesome. There's something funny to me about people making friends in the Twitch chat. Oh no, my things fell over. Okay, we're good. Mass Effect, yeah. Yeah, Garrus is your space boyfriend. Man, I don't know, that just reminds me of a friend from college. I don't know if she liked that game or not. She did a lot of games, but that seems like something she would say. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work for a lily pad. It's kind of not very like pretty. I feel like that's almost better. It feels a little bit more natural. They would, oh no. I hear a different kitty cat outside my door who's very sad that I'm in here. Okay. I think we've got everything set up. I just need to get everything into mixing cups now. So for the skull one, we just need 1 mixing cup because I just want a little bit of this shimmer here. That's going to be about 30 milliliters. So let's put that into one of these mixing cups because there's room. Now you've got a new way to play, Robbie. You can play it again. It gives you a reason to play it again. Okay. So, oops, probably not that much, but just want a little bit of shimmer in there. So I'm just kind of dipping the stir stick in there, and that'll add just a little bit. Oh, you're fine. Please have your moment. I'll just continue making dice. I'll just talk about dice. You guys have your thing. Yes, I'm just gonna dip that in a little bit of the shimmery pigment, and once I mix it up, it should add just a little bit of shimmer to that resin. For the dirty pour, I think we're gonna do a dirty pour with do I want to do I'm debating whether I want to do a little bit of like a shimmery pigment as well. Could add a little bit of this, and that might be nice. We're gonna add a little bit of that. So these are all going to be going on top. I'm not going to be making like cups of those pigments. This one needs a little bit, and then we're going to do clear with a bunch of gold stuff in it. So I need 2 there. Most of it's going to be this. So let's grab that. And then we're going to be doing a dirty pour. So we're going to be pouring it all into the same container and then pouring that into the mold. So we're going to need a second container for that. And then I just need a little tiny container for a little bit of this phthalo blue. I like the phthalo blue. It's just so pretty. There's something funny about like video games where there's not actually any like real there's no real world consequences. You're not actually hurting anybody by picking the mean options, but like so many people just do not want to be mean to video game characters. Oh, they're fine. I don't know, there's just something really wholesome about that, I guess. They're like, yeah, I know that this person isn't real, but I still don't want to be mean to them. I don't know, there's just something about that. And the real consequences, it weighs on your soul. Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly though. Like logically, it's not a real person. It's just a video game and everything. But like, it still has like emotional consequences, which is kind of interesting and kind of great. All right. What? So I don't like I said, I don't play a lot of video games. I was talking about turning Saturday into more of like a game focused sort of stream. I've been doing a lot of Minecraft, but if I was gonna do a different game, what should I play? And keep in mind, I am most interested in doing things that are multiplayer, either like competitive things or cooperative things, or like puzzles. I like puzzle games. Actually, I have a puzzle game that I got. I like a long while ago. Like a few years ago, and I just never got around to playing it. Maybe we should do that on stream. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm suddenly reminded of Undertale with the genocide run. I never did. So I didn't play Undertale. The way that I play video games is usually I go and sit with my brother while he does the actual, like, controller stuff. He has much better hand-eye coordination than I do. That, a little bit of gold. Oh gosh. Everyone has died. But we went and did the pacifist run, and I was still emotionally wrecked by that game. So I can't, yeah. It's one of those ones where it's just like, I don't know that I could do, I don't think I could do that either. I don't think I could do things where you go and kill the characters that could be your friends thing. It's like, no, I want them to be my friends. I don't want them to be hurt. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna add some gold foil. We're adding all of the gold. All of the gold stuff. That is a big chunk of gold foil. Yeah, well, do we need that much? So we got 30 milliliters. And I've got other gold things. I don't think we need that much. Okay, let me just put this away. We're gonna have all of the gold. All right, we've got all sorts of different gold colors in there. And got our little bit of phthalo blue. Oh hey, Liz is making something. That's fine. I'm just talking in the background, guys. You can have your conversation. I'm more than happy to just be background noise. I am more than happy to just be background noise. I figure that I'm probably background noise more often than not while streaming. I figure that's kind of my job at this point. Oh. That's part of the reason that even when there's no one here, I still talk nonstop. That's why I talk nonstop, actually, just in general for streaming. It's because I figure I'm background noise. That's there's like two reasons that I watch streams. I don't watch a lot of streams. This is the me weekly meeting. We have done this coffee. I'm not sure if you're pretending to be me or if you're saying that it's your weekly meeting. What was I saying though? Oh no, just no. Yeah, the two reasons that I will watch streams is either to hang out with whoever's streaming and like chat with them, or I'll put it on in like the background while doing something else, just as like background noise. And I'm more than happy to be that for someone else. Oh, Mass Effect. Okay, not this is the me weekly meeting. I thought maybe it was just you're just being very egocentric, or saying that I was very egocentric. I'm like, ah, fair, all right, that's cool. Okay, we're gonna try this flower. Oh, I think that might be cute, actually. So I'm gonna let that. No, you're good. You're good. I just didn't understand correctly. So I think that might actually end up pretty cute. With the, I think, yeah. Cool. Cool. Very good. All right, cool. I mean, why not, right? Why not just start a new one? Just here, let me get some random bits of teal-y resin off of the top here so I can get the lid on all the way. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Well, that's fine. It can be under there, that's fine. Okay, cool. I've got that all set up. So this one, I'm working on making a Volcano D2. This one, I think we're going to be doing the black part. I want to do less, and I want to do it kind of stripey if I can. The problem is that it tends to, it has surface tension, so things end up like in like circles. But I'm going to try as best I can to try and get it as kind of linear as possible. Let's grab a mixing cup. This one had black in it before, it looks like, so this will be a good mixing cup for that. Yes. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna try and figure out. Because when I add, the way I did like this sort of design was I added enough that it, you know, it wasn't quite enough to coat the bottom. I'm thinking I'm gonna need to add even less, but I don't know how well it's gonna do with the way that the surface tension works on the resin itself. But I'm gonna try just making it very opaque, but adding very little of it. Adding very little of it so that it doesn't all connect together. That's the hope anyway. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And the reason I've put it in here so that I can move this around without getting my sticky fingers all over it. Just fun fact, I guess, there. And then this one I'm going to use, oh, yeah, we're going to make a whole bunch. We're actually going to make closer to 45 milliliters of this. No. Let's just make a separate, oh, you know what, actually? You know what I might do here? I'm going to dust the inside of the mold with some gold. Ooh, actually, let's dust the inside of the mold with some gold and copper flakes. And then we'll do the dirty pour with just like maybe clear or something. Or we could add some copper too. Oh. Either way though, let's dust the inside of the mold with some flakes because I think that'll be pretty and help things show up a bit. And I'm just going to start adding some of this, and then we will oh, I probably should do this with the I should have done this with the highest number down. Is it too late to apologize? Let me see if I can do that in this mold instead. Can I grab my little bits of foil out? Maybe. There might be some little tiny bits of foil left in here. That's okay. I will just do a different set of dice in here later with a little bit of foil. It's fine. But I want the highest number down because the foil that's at the top might get worn off a little bit just because of sand, like the one at the top is most likely to be sanded later. And I want the highest numbers to look the best. Okay. Yeah, this has a little bit of foil in it now. We'll have to do something with that later, I guess. Cool. Got a plan now. That's the important thing is I have a plan. I've got a plan. trying to find some copper bits and also some gold bits. I want it to be a little bit, I want it to be a mix of the two. Trying to get multiple colors in here. That's probably more than I need in there, but that's okay. We'll put a little bit over here. And then actually, I think to help add this stuff, I'm going to use a paintbrush here to kind of tamp things into place. It kind of works out well. Ah, this one needs a little bit more. This one needs a little bit more. Cool. All right. And then let me add a little bit to the lid just in case, you know, I don't end up having to like sand things too much. And actually, wait, I need a little bit more on this side over here. There's a little piece. Yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit to the lid. Oops, if I can grab it with my tweezers. Doesn't have to be a lot. I'm not as worried about, like, you know, if it's bigger pieces on here, that's fine, because I think they're going to get sanded a little bit. Cool. Alright, yeah, just a little. Oops, I'll get back in there. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, let's see if you can see. Yeah, there's a little bit of gold and copper foil in there now. Just a little bit. And then we're going to do green and pink into there, which I think will be kind of a nice, a little bit of contrast to that. And I could just do clear resin with those. Or I could do resin with a little bit of gold shimmer. Might as well do resin with a little bit of gold shimmer. Doesn't hurt anything. So we're just going to grab a little bit of that. Actually, we could use a bit of gold shimmer because we're probably not going to see too much of it. It's going to be covered up by the green and the pink a bit. Okay, I think that's everything. Let me put this glue away, and we can start getting our resin going. Everything. Just double checking here. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. But I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that seems like everything. And I finished my cookie. Grab another swig of tea. We'll be good to go. Okay, cool. Gloves. You know, I looked into getting like silicone gloves at one point because I go through so many gloves and I always feel so bad about killing the planet. But it sounded like I wouldn't have as much dexterity because they're like a little bit thicker. So I'm just using the same old gloves that I'm always using because they work. But we got gloves. We've got respirator. My hair is very fluffy today because I washed it last night. Let's push it back. I didn't get a haircut again, I think. It's getting a little bit long. It's getting in my face. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit muffled the rest of the stream. I'm going to sound like this. I mean, you guys know this, but if anyone else is watching, it's going to be a little bit muffled. And I'll try to speak as clearly as possible. before I do this, you know what I need? I need a mixing cup. And I think I need to clean out a mixing cup because these all have little bits of resin in them. So let's get these cleared out. Let's get this cleared out. So is Mass Effect both of you guys' like favorite video game? Or do you have a different game that you would say is your favorite? I know that's like a you got a haircut today and then tried a new purple dye and it turned reddish black? That's strange. I don't know if I want to, so I went and did like progressively shorter and shorter haircuts at one point. I had like really long hair, and then I went to shoulder length, then I went to like jaw length, and then I went to cheekbone length, and then I got an undercut. I had all of the different hair lengths. I've debated just shaving my head too, but I don't know, but I don't think that would suit me. And then finally I kind of just decided that like the like cheekbone length just feels the most me. But I have been debating whether I want to try dyeing my hair again. Because like when I had the undercut, I also had purple hair. Because it's fun. And it's hair. And you can kind of, I don't know, dyeing your hair is fun. The thing is, the last time I dyed my hair, though, I had a roommate that helped out with it. I don't know nearly as much about doing that myself. I guess I could go somewhere and have someone dye it. I don't know what I'd do, though. But I don't know, I feel like purple's just such a fun hair color. Reddish black seems strange, though. That sounds way too natural of a hair color. Fun fact, when I bleached my hair, I turned into a strawberry blonde. Got a lot of red in my hair. I guess that makes sense. I think I have like a great uncle that was a redhead, or... You got your head buzzed on Thursday. Man, yeah, I think my favorite length for my hair is like cheekbone length. That's where it feels the most me. So, this is pretty close. The only problem with this is that it's starting to get long enough to just hang down into my eyes, which I don't like. I don't want bangs, but I don't like it being like in my eyes. You have to decide if you want to strip it and put the purple back and maybe fry it, or deal with this gross color. Yeah. I don't know enough about hair dye. Is there like something that you could add to it that would make it look better? Like, could you just like add a dark blue or something? I don't know how mixing colors would work with dyeing hair. I don't know if that works. You wish your hair could get into your eyes? Well, if you buzzed your hair, of course it's not getting in your eyes. Do you have to keep your hair short, or could you grow it out? Oops. Because, if you don't have to, like, keep it short for work or something. Too dark. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, it doesn't grow that long anymore. Fair. Fair. Yeah, that was the only thing about the undercut, is like, you gotta maintain it or it starts just being kind of funky. You got a beard though. Ah, there you go. All of your hair has just moved on your head. It's now on the bottom half of your face instead of the top half of your face. Little bits of resin all over this cup. Yeah, I was running a little bit late this morning. I was going to try and get this part done before the stream. And then, I woke up at 11 and got out of bed at 11:20 and then started streaming at noon. Yeah. Shaved head and beard's the best combo. know, I thought about this at one point. I was like, if I had facial hair, I would want to be like that person that has a really cool mustache. But also, knowing me, I would not take the time to maintain it because that would take so much work. I know, to have like a really cool mustache. Making connections in the Twitch chat. Okay, I think we're almost good here. Almost good here. It really, man, there's something about people making friends in my Twitch chat that just makes me happy. There's some tattoos in there and chef's kiss. Uh-oh. Okay. Cool. Now I have a mixing cup. That's what I needed, was a mixing cup. Okay. I'm knocking things over. That's not what I need. I don't need to knock things over. Ah, oh. Alright. Okay, cool. Now I think we're actually ready to go. So now I'm gonna be muffled for the rest of the stream as we pour some resin. Yeah, I thought you were married. I know, because you've talked about your kids before. Doesn't necessarily mean you're married, but I kind of assumed. Nobody's perfect. Robbie's just looking for more friends. Let's see. Okay. Resin. So I'm going to go quiet for a second here. We'll be back in just a second. Alright, yeah, I'll be right back. I can't pour and talk at the same time, so I will be quiet. Feel free to chat about, I don't know, making friends with Helen's husband, I guess, in the chat. There we go. There's the resin. And then let's add the hardener. Pretty much works and sleeps. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you guys got some time to hang out. Alright, let me pour this. Alright. Alright. Now we can get to stirring. I'm glad, you seem pretty cool, so I'm glad that your husband's pretty cool too. Seems like it would work out well. But yeah, I'm glad you guys got some time together. Oh, Iron Bane, yes. I always say Darth Vader because I haven't actually watched the is it Batman? Batman movie with Bane in it. But I have seen Star Wars. He's also made the Mass Effect Gate thing. I mean, a necklace that looked like that. Ooh. That's cool. I should really start using my Resin 3D printer some more. So I'm adorable, Bane. Fear me. Mouse, really. Fear me, my name is Bane. Ooh, yes. My name is Bane. Oh, yes, because so I haven't done any, like, resin 3D printing for a little bit, because I need to figure out, what sort of resin I can use to then make molds of, but I should, oh man, you know, I never actually, I have these little Christmas trees that I printed out and then painted, and I really should do, kawaii, I really should use those, in something at some point, either set of dice or necklaces or something, but no, yes, no, yeah, so I should print out some more things to like put into dice and stuff, but I wanted to figure out, I just need to figure out how I want to do molds, because I'd like to, I know, so I don't think anyone is here that got one of the advent calendars that I made, but like just as a note, there's one of the Christmas trees and one of the dice like that. I have some other Christmas trees like that I made, but I had those left over. Oh man, I'm kind of excited about those. So I made advent calendars, right? Here's a question. So, Master Relay necklace again. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Was it made out of, like, metal? Did someone, like, cast it out of metal? That's really cool. Oh, you see one? Oh, that would be the place to look, probably, would be Etsy. Oh, no, but yeah, I got both advent calendars shipped out, and I think they've both arrived at their destination. And I am excited for the people that got them to open up the figs. If anyone wants to give me a Christmas present, yeah. Because, yeah, I don't know. I should really, I want to figure out, so I made 2 advent calendars this year. And they actually both sold, which I was hopeful for, but wasn't necessarily sure if they would or not. And I was thinking of trying to do more next year, more than just 2. I only did 2 this year because I did not think I'd have time for more. You know, our purple skull dice would also be awesome. What was I going to say? Oh, no, I was thinking of doing more next year, and maybe doing like pre-orders, like in the middle of July or something, to see how many people would be interested in them, in the advent calendars. I don't know how to do pre-orders and stuff. I'd have to figure that out. What I was going to ask, though, is do you think there would be a market for advent calendars with fate dice in them? Because, like, I feel like people collect D&D dice more than there's more people that collect D&D dice than there are people that even use fate dice. Pre-order advent calendars. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that. I don't really know how pre-orders work necessarily. Some people just order early and then I make the things and ship them out when they're ready. I don't know if people pay up front months in advance. That seems a little odd, but But I do like the advent calendars. I think that they were fun. What link? I don't see a link. You should be able to send links. I have, you know, it's enabled in my should be able to send links. Did it not? Huh. Did you find it? Oh, maybe too big. Oh, because yeah, there is a character limit, I know, on messages. Is there like a simplified link maybe that you can send? If it's on Etsy, it should be etsy.com/ the name of the shop / oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. You can just send it direct. That is fair. That is the nice thing about having a Discord, is that, you know, it's easy to do DMs and stuff. Yeah, I don't use Discord a ton. I'm not part of a lot of Discords. I have my Discord, obviously, and then I have like a Discord for my Minecraft buddies, so we can plan things and I'll know what's going on and stuff and decide on things. And then I'm part of like, hey, and then I'm part of like Scryer's Discord. I don't interact there much. I really only interact in like my Discord and the Minecraft Discord that I'm a part of. I say that I'm a part of. I kind of manage the Discord for that. Oh yeah, someone asked me about music stuff, and I don't know. I need to figure out bots for my Discord. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my Discord as easy to navigate as possible. Normally by oh, okay. So I'm hesitant to add things to my. I'm always hesitant to add things to my Discord, unless I feel like it's like, I don't know, necessary almost. I don't know. I don't know. People ask for things in the Discord, and I'm always very hesitant. It's an open link. I couldn't stop you. No. Happy to have you on the Discord, Robbie. Happy to have you on the Discord. So far, no. I'm glad you could come hang out in there. To be fair, I'm very happy with how chill the Discord is, which sounds weird, but there is like 40 people in there. Like, actually, there might be over 40 people in my Discord. There's like 45, or is it 35? Somewhere in there. There's about 40 people in my Discord. So I'm actually very happy with how chill things are there. I'm obviously so worried about it. This is starting to look a little bit more mixed. Let me scrape the sides and the bottom and just double check everything here. $47. Oh gosh. There's almost 50 people. Almost 50 people in my Discord, so I'm very happy with how chill it has remained. I haven't had any. I've had to block one bot, I think, and that's it in my Discord. Otherwise, there's been like no problems. I'm hoping it stays that way. I did finally set up a couple of folks as moderators in there as well. Same folks that I have set up as 4600. Well, don't be a jerk in there and you're fine. Just don't be a jerk. But yeah, I do hope that it stays nice and chill. But it is so kind of crazy to me how many people are in there. I don't know why.
there's that many people in there, which maybe sounds strange. It's just like, where did all these people come from? Why are they here? Some of it I think is what? Why? You're gonna be chicken jerky. Have you and Omar interacted much? I feel like you'd get along. I feel like you guys have similar senses of humor. Pun heavy and slightly self-deprecating. Or not even slightly necessarily. Okay, I think this is all mixed. I'm not seeing any streaks. I've scraped the sides and the bottom a couple of times. I think we are all set to go. So let's get things going. I think first up I want to do this the D10 here first, because I know that there's going to be spots where air needs to rise to the surface in here, and I want to give it the time. So we'll give that a minute. I want to give this the time for air to rise to the surface. So do that, set that off to the side. Plus it's just clear, so it makes it easy. Alright, the dirty pours will be easy enough to do once things are a little bit thicker. They work out well when the resin's a little bit thicker, so we'll do those last. Let me just add a little bit of resin to the top of this keychain to hold everything in place. Since it's clear as well, might as well get it done now. Okay, get that. And then also I want to do my little necklaces here, because I want time for air to rise to the surface in these as well. So let's start pouring that. Sorry, I'm focusing, so I've gone quiet. Oh dear. I'm making a little bit of a mess right now, because I want this back. So I need that. Alright. And that's why I need that, because I'm making a mess. Okay, alright. Science, science, science with Liz. That'll just be, I'll have to play that audio clip now whenever we do science. I mean, this is all technically science, right? So I can use fancy science words if you want. Especially since I tend to describe, I want this homogeneous. There we go. It's nice and homogeneous, which means that it's ready to go. Okay. So air's rising to the surface on these. Okay. Fancy science words with Liz. Yeah, so air is rising to the surface on these. I'll set them off to the side for now. We might add a little bit more clear in a bit, because I might need a little bit more. But let's see, what do we have to do? Let me add just a little tiny bit to here. This is going to be the black. I really don't need a lot here, I don't think. We just need enough to add some little stripes, basically. And then the thing that I do need clear for, oh wait, actually, no, just a second. Let me start divvying this up into amounts. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So I want to get that down to, what number is that? 60. Where are we at? I can add a little bit, tiny bit more. If you were going to teach, you'd teach science. That's fair. That's fair. My dad taught science, middle school science for a few years. You'd be a fitness trainer. I'd want to be an elementary school art teacher, because that seems fun. I love kids and I love art. What did your phone do? Okay, I think that's enough right there. Let me divvy this up, just because let's see here. Take this down to 30. Your phone does great stuff all the time. I did finally reset my router, and like things have stopped buffering so much for me. I was having so many just buffering issues in general. And it's so much better now. You guys are both. Here, just a second. Let me finish pouring this. So I actually have the chat open twice on my screen. I have it open once on Twitch, and then I have it open once on the streaming software that I have. And I'm reading the Twitch one. Doesn't really matter. But I'm reading the Twitch one, and both of you are red on it. And so it gets a little bit confusing sometimes. I really should read the other one where you're yellow, Helen, and Robbie's red. Oh, actually, and then we'll add a little tiny bit. You did almost copy word. Yeah, I want to be an elementary school art teacher. Because I probably could go get a job as like a paraeducator or something, but I don't know that I want that responsibility. Also, I like what I'm doing now, and I don't know that I have time. And this name saying something did not help. Alright, and then let's add 20 milliliters or so here. Oh. You're just talking italics. Your art teacher is grouchy. Oh, that's sad. Art should be fun. Art should be so much fun. Oh man, I'm suddenly reminded. I always liked doing things that were a little bit different. Just because part of it is just I wanted to make something that was unique. And part of it is like I've always enjoyed doing like multimedia stuff. Like looking back at it, I've always enjoyed doing multimedia stuff. Like you guys have seen the crow painting that I did, where I glued a whole bunch of things to the canvas. I did a painting class at college, where it was like it was like our final thing for this painting class, and we built the canvases ourselves. Like we built the wooden frames. We pulled the canvas, we gessoed the canvas, like we built the canvases ourselves at sizes that we wanted. And then we made collages out of magazine things and then painted them. And mine had a clock in it, my collage did, and so I went and took an actual like clock mechanism and I cut a little hole in the canvas and I put an actual clock into the thing. And it was just like, I don't know, I like doing stuff like that. I just think it's fun. Okay, see you in a minute. I don't know, it's just really fun to do stuff like that. But like looking back, I remember in, I think it was first grade, we made like these little, I think it was a coloring sheet thing, but we made this little thing where it was the Princess and the Pea, And so you put like the princess at the top of the mattresses, and then like you added all the mattresses, and then the last one on the bottom, it flipped up and it had a P underneath. And for mine, I remember I went and got some string, and I got a straw from like the cafeteria, like a little thin straw, and I went and I set it up so that when you opened the bottom flap where the P was, she would fall off the bed. I guess it makes sense that I did it. Was going to school for engineering now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know, it's just, I like doing stuff like that. Okay, you agree or should be fun. You don't think she likes her job much, yeah. She also doesn't seem to like you much, that's fair, yeah. You've known her for 4 years and think she's only spoken directly to you twice. Alright. What do the kids think of her? I guess that's kind of, you know, even if like she doesn't like you or she doesn't like her job, like do the kids, are the kids still enjoying her class? I feel like that's kind of one of the most important things. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the skulls here. Donut! Mmm, yum. I think I'll need to figure out probably some actual lunch after this. Maybe. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. You know, I think my dad's a pretty good teacher, honestly. Like, my dad teaches shop now, but he did science at one point, and you know he taught like remedial math and stuff. But like, he's so focused on the kids being engaged. Maybe she's just kind of like prejudiced based on how you look. It's a little too like punk for her or something. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Wouldn't surprise me too much. So I'm gonna fill these about halfway with resin. Oops, halfway, not all the way, halfway. And then we're gonna add some of our ink, so we can get that kind of swirled in there. And then we'll add the rest of our resin. So we've got our purple, we've got our black. And there we go. Purple and black. Let's add our purple first, I think. I'm just going to put like a drop on here, and I'm going to try and swirl this in a little bit. And it doesn't need to be super swirled yet, because I'm going to be adding more resin, which will help swirl it up some too. Yeah, you seem cool, Helen. I think we'd have a grand old time hanging out. Even if I don't know much about video games. Huh. I don't know. You know, it sounds like someone you don't really want to like talk to anyways if she's going to be a jerk. So, but yeah, that's rude. But I guess you can't win them all. Man, I like this purple color. It's actually, it's kind of like a wine sort of purple color. I like it. Alright. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black. A little bit of black. You know, I don't think I even need that. Let's just add it to here. What game is it? This is you asking me to bring you food all over again, isn't it, Robbie? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's got to be like kind of disheartening, but you know, some people are just jerks, I guess. Not much. It reflects more on them than it does on you. People are gonna be jerks. Ooh dear, that's so much black. Oh dear, so much black ink. That was more black ink than I needed, I think. I'm going to steal some of the black ink from the two that ended up with a ton of it. I'll put in the others. Let's put some more in here. You're getting scryer to get you tacos. Man, I want tacos. Man, we got some good Mexican food around here. We got some good Mexican food. I love taco truck tacos. They're so good. Taco truck tacos are the best. Alright, there we go. I think we've got our black and our purple, and also apparently a random hair across there, which we don't need. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit. Eating tacos tonight. I just said it. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. My, man, yeah, I feel a little bit, so this is going to, I don't know. I feel a little bit bad, because my brother recently got a new job, but he's also the one that cooks at my house. And so he's got his new job, and then also it's just like, I don't want to like expect him to also cook for me. It just seems kind of rude. But also, like, I don't really cook, and he's an excellent cook. So on the one hand, it's just like, man, I don't want to come across like I'm expecting him to come home from work and then cook for me. But at the same time, food, please. You make good food. Okay, let's add our skulls in. Here, let's see. I can kind of show you the purple and the black. I think it's gonna be good. Maybe if it'll focus. You can kind of see the colors there, anyways. Purple and black. We had talked about having tacos at some point, so I don't know if that's still. I could fill these up probably almost all the way and then put the skulls in. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't need these to be mostly empty. Let's get some. I do want to leave a little bit of space because the skulls are going to displace a little bit, but I can fill these up most of the way. Not have them half empty. Okay, there we go. Now let's add our skulls. Ooh, I like a good wine color. There you go. A good like red purple. I like a good like red purple. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's start. I'm going to start adding all of my skulls here. Unless you do not have to fix it. Maybe it's not the color. When did you dye it? Because this might sound weird, but like sometimes when things don't turn out how I expect them to. Oh, what was that? Wait, you cheered? I think you're the first person to ever cheer anything on my. I didn't know. What does that do? That's apparently a thing. I don't know what that does, but thanks. What was I going to say? Like sometimes I'll make something, and if it doesn't turn out like exactly how I expect it to, I don't like it. Thanks. I don't know what those are. I don't know what that like does. What does that do? You're putting it right on my start screen. Wait, you're putting what? What? Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, and then sometimes, like, I'll sleep on it, and at that point, like, I won't be so focused on it having turned out exactly how I expect it to that it's fine. I'll be working on something, I'm like, oh, I don't like how this is turning out. It's not turning out how I want it to. And then, like, once I take a step back, it's like, oh, this is actually pretty okay. So maybe it'll be like that with your hair, where, like, it didn't turn out the color that you're expecting. Woo, 2 pennies! Thanks! Every little bit means something. But maybe you might lighten up when you watch it. Yeah. And also just maybe after, you know, waiting for a little bit, it won't feel too like off or anything. It'll be like, okay, it's not what I was going for, but it's not a bad color. Yeah, it would have been nice if it had turned out exactly how you wanted, but yeah, it's not too bad. There's some sets of dice I've made that I like hate up until I get the number color on them. And that's part of the reason that I usually try to avoid saying that I don't like a set of dice also. You're gonna get in the shower. Oh, and then I was streaming and I got distracted. This is just a fun way to show love and have fun, but one bit is like a penny. Oh, okay. I mean, it's still something though. It's still very much appreciated. I've like seen them before on like bigger streamers, and I'm like, I have no idea what this equates to. I know that it's a thing. I have no idea what it means. But that's so exciting. You're the first person to ever send bits, so that's so exciting. And I guess Liz, yeah. I'm glad that you decided to come hang out. I always enjoy chatting with you, Helen. Okay, let's make sure this one needs a little bit more resin. I worry I added a little bit too much black. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if I added a little bit too much black. I want these to be a little bit overflowed, basically, because I'm gonna put these in the pressure pot, and so I want a little bit of extra resin to fill up the spot where all the air bubbles are in them. Yeah, I'm hoping that this isn't too dark. I'm hoping that there's not too much black. I hope it doesn't end up too dark. Maybe they'll just end up kind of subtle, which I guess would be fine. Let me put a little bit of resin on the lids. I guess Robbie's pretty alright too. You're a bit everywhere. Is that a pun? Is that a pun, Robbie? Are you trying to say that you spread little bits everywhere? Is that what you're trying to say? Puns. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. I think we got enough resin here. Actually, I think we ended up with like just the right amount of resin. I think that's almost... Oh, you have friends all over this app. That's fun though. That's cool. I feel like the internet is good for like meeting people. You didn't even notice the pun. Alright. So, oh, that needs more clear resin, that's for sure. So I need some more resin in one of these. I'm just adding a little bit more resin to the mushroom necklaces over here, because there's some air bubbles at the top as things start to go. Okay. Let me grab my tray here. So I've got my little tray that I like to set things on. Let me start putting things over on that so that they're out of the way a little bit. Let's see if I can kind of show you how things are gonna look. Where's my Esther go? I love everyone. I love everyone in this bar. Yeah, so there's the skull. It's got some purple in there. A lot more black, but I think that some of that, you know, it might be a little bit easier to see everything once you're not afraid to say it. But it might be easier to see once they're out of the molds. Like the colors will be a little bit more apparent. The purple will be a little bit easier to see because we've got the teal kind of behind it at the moment. Alright. So I'm gonna let these sit for a minute and let some air rise to the surface, and then we'll spritz them down again. Let me see how this is doing. This is the oh, is that floating? I don't want that to float. Let me make sure there's no air bubbles trapped underneath it. This is the pond one. And it looks like maybe we're doing pretty okay. There's not a ton of air in there. I was worried that there's going to be a big air bubble trapped underneath the leaf that I put in there, but it seems to be filling out. I don't know what the words are I'm looking for. It seems to be gonna have to play D&D, I guess. Donuts and dragons. Purple skull dice. Maybe I'll just have to make some purple fate fudge dice. Fate dice. I don't know. I never know what to call them. Either fate dice or fudge dice. Maybe I'll just have to make some purple skull fate dice. What? What's up? Donuts and Doritos. I don't know. I like the dragons though. The dragons are like an integral part, I feel like. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we've got our resin here. Let's do this set. Oh, yes. I'm going to do this one first. I definitely have to make purple skull figures. I think I'll need to make some more skulls. I'm running a little bit low on them now. Where do I set my spare skulls? Oh, they're over here. But with glitter. Oh, I'm going fancy. Yeah, I'll have to make some more skulls. I do really like the dice with the skulls in them. It's just like a full day's work to make skulls. I know, but I've already used yours, Robbie. It's already in this set. I can't go get another one unless you have more. Okay, so here's our. It's just got a little bit of gold shimmer to it. I'm just going to do a drop of purple. Never enough skulls. I think those will be cool. No, it takes time to, like, I feel like it maybe doesn't, it's hard to think about because, you know, all of those skulls basically just went into one set of dice. Let me go check the skulls as the cost. But, like, you know, that's probably almost a full day's work right there making those skulls. It takes a lot of time. I feel like just working at that scale makes it take time. Alright, so we've got our purple, we've got our pink, and I'm going to pour them in here. And hopefully it doesn't end up brown. And they're ending up mostly pink. Not a lot of green there. That's okay. That's fine. Not too worried about it, one way or another. Your husband teased you a couple weeks ago because there are literally skulls in every flat surface in your living room. Same. I've got skulls all over the place. I love curio stuff. I love the macabre. I love curio. My living room is also the library. We built bookcases. Like we built bookcases on the wall. So they're built in now. And gargoyles and little thieving things. And so I've got so much, like, part of it was I don't read as much as I used to, but part of it was just to, like, hold, like, curio and stuff, because I love stuff like that. I've got a stuffed goose on my wall, too. Yeah. Keep teasing me and there'll be another skull in my collection. He likes it. Yeah. I'd hope so. But I feel like it's also still teasing worthy. You know, it's like puns. It's like puns where it's just like, you know, it's maybe you enjoy your. Oh, that's super cool. You got your engagement ring with tiny skulls on it. That's probably. Oh man, that's super cool. It sounds like he knows you, so that, you know, that's the important thing there. All right. Okay, let's get our black figured out. Shouldn't take very much black ink here. Alright, so this is I'm just making some nice opaque black here, and we're gonna use this. We're gonna try and make kind of lines in here. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. The reason that I'm doing the this dirty pour last is because I have glitter in here, and I don't want it to all sink. I guess it's not too big of a deal if it sinks, but okay, but let's see if we can do lines somehow and get them to stay as lines. Maybe I can kind of like, thought I heard my cat for a second there. I'm trying to make it so like it's not super even, but I want it kind of all linear. Yeah, I think that might kind of work. We'll see how it beads up and stuff, but let's see if I can do that in here too. It might be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, there's more stuff to work around in here, so it's a little bit more difficult to kind of get it into lines. I think some of it will be will be done with the colors that I'm going to add to this as well. I think that can, I'll do some stuff there. Yeah, I think I want just not quite as much of the black this time. I think I want it to be a little bit more visible than it was last time. Okay, maybe a little bit more uneven and sparse and stuff. Yeah, I think that'll be better. So that's looking good. And so now let's actually move on to our dirty pour here. We're going to go for kind of a Starry Night sort of thing. So I've got my gold and a little bit of phthalo blue. And then I've got a yellow, a dark blue, and a teal color that we're going to drip on top. So that's going to be kind of more like fine swirls that are going to be kind of over the top of everything else. It might completely blot out the gold. We'll see. The gold and the phthalo blue, but we'll find out. Get rid of some of those big bubbles. Alright. Oh, there's a piece of purple in there. Just a second. There's a piece of resin in here that's not supposed to be in here. Gotta get out. So we've got our gold. We'll see how it goes. I've tried doing Starry Night dice before, and I just didn't like how they turned out. So this is kind of a. Oh, I should set that up so that it actually tells the commands. I have very few useful commands. Most of my commands are useless. They're just there for flavor. The exclamation marks will do exclamation mark glitter. There you go. Yeah, Robbie knows the bonk command. That's probably the most important. That was a crowd favorite. I don't know. I don't have useful commands. The only useful command I think I have is exclamation mark Discord. Everything else is just random. It might have been a little bit too quick there. You might have to try it again, Helen. Sometimes it gets confused if it's let me add a little more yellow here. If it's too soon after someone else does a command. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that one. So here's the colors. We'll see how it does. Try it again, Helen. I think maybe it's just a little bit too soon after the other one. If it gets the same command like a bunch of times in a row, it gets confused. This might end up a little bit too green. We'll see. Yeah, this might end up kind of green. Maybe not. Maybe it'll end up with the yellow and the... Nope, that's not a command yet. If you guys have ideas for commands, I am thinking that I should get rid of the... There you go. I just realized that, like, a lot of people don't say woot anymore. Or maybe people still do in video game stuff. I just haven't seen it a lot anymore. I feel like, yeah. Is it just me? Do people not say woot anymore? That's a random... You say woot? Yeah. Obviously, I know what it means. Just like, is it not popular anymore? A little bit more. Let's do the D20, I think. You would not recommend exclamation mark poop. Probably, yeah, probably not. You're bringing it back. I feel like it's like older internet slang though, like, because it just reminds me of like EverQuest. I grew up with my parents playing EverQuest and MMOs and stuff, and that's what it just makes me think of that, which was what, 20 years ago? 20 years ago? But yeah, I guess probably around then, right? That's weird to think about. Yeah, haven't heard woot in a while. Yeet, on the other hand. Woot woot, I feel old. Yep. I feel like it's one of those words where, like, it still makes sense. It's just, like, people don't use it. Neither of us are old. You said you're only in your 30s, Helen. You're not old, you're in your 30s. It's funny, like, I feel less old now than I did, like, a year ago. Like a year ago, I'm just like, I passed my prime. And now I'm just like, I don't know, I got, the world is my oyster. Hey, you can tell the hair's purple, perfect. The husband has spoken. I think I need a little bit more resin. Let's get a little bit more resin and put it in here. Yeah. A little bit of this blue. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be seeing much of the gold and stuff. I think we're mostly going to see the blue and the yellow, but quite honestly, it looks like maybe the blue and the yellow are behaving pretty well. The real test is oh, you're colorblind. You're colorblind. You've had arthritis forever though, and gray hair, so you feel very old. Yeah, fair. It's yeah, my mom started going gray at 25. But I think maybe I got my dad's hair coloring. My theory is that I got my mom's hair texture and my dad's hair coloring, and my brother got my dad's hair texture and my mom's hair coloring. Because my younger brother's starting to go a little bit gray. He's colorblind anyways. But so I don't know. I have like maybe one or two white hairs, but for the most part, my hair's nice and dark still. My dad's hair is still nice and dark. My mom's like completely gray now. Gotta see the purple hair. tomorrow. There we go. Well, let it settle for a little bit first. Add a little bit to the lid here. That's not the right thing. This is the right thing. I'm like, wait, clear resin, that's not what I want. I want resin with gold flakes in it. You know, I should do this more often. I always feel like it's not going to work out if I do a bunch of different shades of gold, because like there's some brighter gold in there, there's some like, you know, there's more yellow gold, there's some not as yellow gold in there, and then it always ends up looking good. So I really should do that more. Really should do that more with the with all the different gold colors, because it actually looks good. You have dye on your scalp. Do you need to go take a shower, Helen? I won't be offended if you need to go take a shower. Like, head out. Are you just like partially colorblind sort of thing? There's so many different kinds of colorblindness. I always think of the family friend that like my brother did not realize was colorblind until he went over to their house, and this friend was sorting his Legos by color, and all of the like red and green ones were in the same pile, and all of the like, I don't remember what it was, like yellow and blue were in the same pile, and my brother's just like, oh, fair. Yeah, these might end up a little bit more green than I was intending, but honestly, that might be okay. I think we're still getting our yellows and our blues in there. I'm kind of excited to see how these turn out. So there it is. Alright. Let's get the rest of these going. Oops, I got some blue on there. I don't want blue on there. Get off. Okay. The ad, I'm like, what? The ad revenue's gonna help you with breaking the door down? All right, you do you, I guess. Just bust in the door, scare him. Hello. Oh man, I'm just reminded of this is kind of related to that, kind of unrelated to that. I've probably told this story on stream before. Right this way. But I was staying at a friend's house because I went to go visit, and I was staying in like I was sleeping on the couch in the basement, and I went. There was a restroom right off of the family room, I guess, living room. I don't know. And I went and used it, and there was a fairly large spider that was just like hanging out in the corner of the bathtub. And I mentioned it to the friend of mine. I was just like, hey, there's a spider, and they're just, and they're like, oh, is it bothering you? And I'm like, no, it's fine. And they're like, okay, cool, we can just leave it then. And I was laying on the what a nice first impression. I was laying on the couch, getting ready for bed. And one of their roommates came downstairs and walked into the bathroom. And it's quiet for a minute, and then I just hear this very high pitched like scream, and a guy in a towel comes running out of the bathroom. I'm like, oh, he found the spider. Sometimes you consider doing that, but he's a Marine and will, oh, whoops. Yeah. Instinct, like something comes up behind you. It's like the time I got bit by a German Shepherd. It's like, oh, this was my fault. This was completely my fault. It was definitely a warning bite because it didn't break skin, but No, I was at a different friend's house, and her brother had a rescue German Shepherd that I knew was very like protective of him. Yeah, probably don't want to scare him. But he had a German Shepherd that I knew was very like protective of him. And then I went and like walked up behind her brother in a way that the dog couldn't see me. And the dog like freaked out once it could see me and like bit me on the back of the leg. And it was just like, yeah, that was just kind of stupid on my part. I knew that that dog was wearing vest of pillows. Perfect. It's a flawless plan. To be fair, it's quite probable that like he'd end up probably laughing so hard that it would disarm him, right? Pillow-clad, purple-haired weirdo screaming at him. Yeah, about random people on the internet saying hi. Wow, guys. Surprise, motherfucker. Alright, I think we can just do the you're crying. Tears of joy, I am sure, at this brilliant plan. I am totally imagining you as like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man though, but it's just pillows. Just like tied to you. I hope you know. I hope you know. There's just like a mohawk sticking out and nothing else. Otherwise it's just like pillow. Oh gosh. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the gold speckled resin. You did buy a shower curtain with Nicolas Cage on it and not tell him. That really is a surprise. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, it sounds like you guys have fun. Sounds like you guys have fun at your house. Okay, and there we go. There's not these. Wait, what did you do? What did you do, Helen? Wait, what did you actually do? Oh no, the shower curtain. The shower curtain, right. Sorry, I thought you just did something right now. It's like, uh-oh. What if we rot? But yeah, I would be too. That's really funny. It's one of those things where it's just like, why? Why is this a thing? Reminds me, there was a photo I saw online recently that was like one of those like Nicolas Cage pillows. You put the shower curtain up, didn't tell him. It's like, you know, it was like a Nicolas Cage like, you know those pillows that have like the sequins that like they go one way and they're one color and they go another way and they're a different color. It was one of those, but it had Nicolas Cage's like face on one and there was a solid color on the other. And the person had one solid color except for like just a little bit of Nicolas Cage's face so that he looked like a slug. It was literally just like his mouth and then like lines up to his eyes. And it was so bizarre. Just him sneak attack and bite him. Wow. Are you a cat? That sounds like something my cats would do. Are you actually a cat? Now you really want to hang up. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit of this. So maybe the gold will show up. So there's definitely some, you know, I maybe the gold will show up. I'm a little worried that there is gonna be like so much like of the pigment on the bottom that you won't be able to see the gold on the inside, but I feel like I can see the gold a little bit on the top, which is a good sign. You know, kind of show you. Here's the. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't end up too green, but I feel like this might be kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to see how these turn out. Not hard. Like I said, it sounds like you guys have a lot of fun at your house, which is great. Oh, let's see here. I think that's looking pretty good. Let me just spritz these down. Get some of those bubbles popped on the surface. And then I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot better. This is looking a lot like more sparse, and I like that. I do, let's see. It's your daily goal to make him laugh until he cries. That's an excellent goal. That is an excellent goal. That I feel like that will serve you well in your marriage. I do have, I think, a little bit of leftover resin, so let's figure out what we want to do with that. Maybe we'll make some D6s here. Alright, let me just set these off to the side. So we've got a little bit of extra resin. I think it's all this. Let's see here. Let's make some little bonus dice. So I'm moving away. I used to do, let's do that. Let's do this. We've been together 14 years, so that's awesome. What was I saying? So for the fate dice, I throw in like an extra fate die. For like the D6s and like for the 8 sets, I used to throw in an extra D4. I still do that, but I'm moving towards D6s. So let's do a fate die to go with this, and then a couple of D6s maybe. A couple of D6s. Let's do a drop of green in here. I'll pour that into the fate die. I don't like how pink those turned out, to be honest. They turned out just a little bit too pink. Add a little bit of green. Try adding a little bit of green. I think I made them worse, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright. I'll put all of this into the spare die. Oops. Helps if I pour it into the mold and not onto the table. It is ending up a little bit brown, which I kind of expected. Right, let's see here. I'm just trying to get rid of extra resin anyways, so yeah, that's fine. Doesn't have to be super pretty. You also leap onto the bed like a crazed monkey and violently tuck him in when he goes to bed. That's so funny. That's funny. Alrighty, there we go. I'm just going to use some of our clear here. I might not have enough for 2 D6s, that's fine. Maybe I will, we'll find out. Let's get some of this green and pink up into here. here. So got a little spare die. And then let's get this into here, I think. And this is all the leftover from the yellow and blue, so let's get that scraped out. It's going to end up kind of teal and green, that's fine. Wait. Does this make you a Mother Tucker? Never a dull moment at your house. Alright, let's add some clear. That's what I have. Alright, cool. So, got a couple of spare dice all set up. So I got a little bit of black and a little bit of clear. It's an excellent attitude to have. It always makes me really happy when people are like so like obviously happily married, which maybe sounds a little bit weird, but yeah, I don't know. It's just very, very nice to see. Okay, let's put the clear in first, and then I'll add the black and kind of swirl it in. All right. Yeah, shut the tug up. Robbie's just giving you new things to add to your arsenal, I guess. With the puns. With the puns. Alright, hopefully I have enough resin here. I think I might. It's going to be kind of close. Alright, and we're getting, I think, towards a little bit into our work time. Things are starting to get a little bit stickier, which is fine, because we're almost done. We'll just use up the last little bit of this black. I'm hoping there's enough. There might not be enough. Ooh. I'll go back and scrape out all my containers again. See if there's a little bit of something I can throw in here. I just need a little tiny bit more resin to fill this up all the way. It's that kind of that in-between stage where it's like so little more that I need that like if I put the lid on it wouldn't work out well. Alright, do a little bit of clear with gold. I'm just going to try and get as much little bits of extra resin in there as I can. I think this one has a little bit of like a white shimmer to it. That's fine. We can put that in there. Also, apparently a single piece of blue glitter. He's also really funny, but he's not here. We'll just have to take your word for it. I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay. And then let's see if there's any little tiny bits we can pull in up here. Last little bits of resin. Okay, I think maybe I have gotten enough. I think we'll be okay. I just want a little bit more There we go. Just enough that it's like a little bit extra because of all those air bubbles. Okay. Dare I ask what his ideas were for the names? Yeah, we both want to know the names now. If you can remember them. If you can remember any of the ideas. Alright, let's start getting some lids on. I'm going to start with this one. Just because it's nice to have it on the bottom. It makes it easier. Because it's a little bit bigger. So. Same goes for this one too, actually. The leaf is floating a little bit, which is a little unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't float too much. Hope it stays down. We'll find out. It might float, but we'll see how it looks. And I can always make it again if I need to. Wow. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, the lot of you. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to start putting some of these lids on. Let's see, I do want to, okay, let me do this D2. I found that it's the D2s, like the lids, could use a little bit of help staying in place, so I'm going to put it underneath something else. So I'm going to do that one first, and then we'll put like a D4 or something on top of it. But I do want to wow. It sounds like you guys are on the same wavelength. Let's put this one on top of it. I do want to tuck the little mushroom necklaces that I was making in between some of the things to help hold them up. Let me just the tops. Help pop some bubbles there. Because I want to help hold these up. Okay. Oops. I've knocked over one of them. Okay. Just a second. Alright, I'm just tucking those in there. That will be the cat's name. Have you decided to actually get the black cat then? Because I think I remember you talking about really wanting a black cat. I have a black cat and she's a sweetheart. Her name is Koshek. Yeah. An alternate name for her was like Cthulhu or something, but her name's Koshek. She is like the most skittish cat. She's so like concerned about everything. Like it's honestly kind of sweet because like my brother and I were coming up with like one-word descriptors for all of the cats at one point, and the word we came up with for Koshi was concerned. But like it applies both in the sense that like she's very like you won't see her if you come over to my house. Like she hides, like she's very scared. But also in the sense that like if another cat is being sick or something, she will come over to come see what's going on and make sure that they're all right. Like she's like concerned about the other cats too. It's very cute. You currently have a black cat named Jake. You were discussing what you'll do when he dies. Oh, okay. Which hopefully will not be for a long time. Jake. You know, that I have really nothing against people naming their pets like human names. Like, that's the thing that some people do. My cats don't really have human names. The only time that it threw me was when I was doing something and a guy brought his dog, and the dog's name was also Liz. Then it got very confusing. Is there a reason? Is there like a reason behind the name Jake? All of my cats are named after like literary characters. All of them are named after literary characters. Yeah. The dog's name was Liz. It got very confusing. The dog's name was not also Liz. You can actually, for Boo, you can actually do Boo and then at someone, and it will put their name in there. That's why I'm thinking I should get rid of it. I worry that it could be misconstrued as like bullying almost. I would hope to not be used for that, but it'd be all used in good fun. Oh, named after Adventure Time. That makes sense. The dog Marcy. Let's see if I can. I think I could scoot this over now so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I had lots of stuff in the way before. So we're just getting the lids on. I'm kind of curious to see how these Starry Night ones do. I will post photos of how things turn out in the Discord tomorrow. Hey, can't get rid of it. As long as it's not used for any like nefarious purposes, it can stay. As long as it's not used for like someone who doesn't realize it's a joke type thing. I think most folks that would know to use it have been here a while and get the tone of the what happens here. But I'll do another D2. Let's put that in here. There we go. Bonk. I should actually go through and like add some more commands and stuff at some point. Maybe some actually useful ones. Although I enjoy having completely useless commands. I don't know why, but there's something that amuses me about having pretty much just useless commands that just do random things. All right, let me put this in here. This is the keychain for that one commission. Now we battle! We fight it on! Alright, that's that one. Cool. But yeah, so you're LARPing in the chat. That seems fair. That seems fair. It seems like a good spot for it. Put this up here. But yes, I'm going to be signing off here in just a minute because I'm just getting these last few lids on and then I'm going to go. Yeah, I think I need to fill the air compressor. But I will be back Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Doing more resin stuff. My normal Wednesday resin stuff. So yeah, feel free to come hang out then. I will post photos of how things turn out in the Discord, assuming they turn out good. If they don't turn out good, they'll never see the light of day. So you can expect those in 24 hours type thing. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will hopefully see you guys then. I'll be back next Saturday. I don't know. My schedule's been a little bit weird on Saturdays. I'm still getting some things figured out for that. So I will also post what the plan is for next Saturday in the Discord as well, as I know more about my schedule. But that looks like everything. Thanks for hanging out. I will hopefully see you guys later. And I think that's about it. Bye, guys. Bye.